you've got $100,000 in Africa. You've got to invest it in something. You've got to put it into a building, into land, into an African currency, into something else. What are you going to do? There is 100% certainty that you're going to lose 80% of your money in most currencies over the next decade. There's 100% certainty you're going to lose 95% of your wealth over 30 years in just about every currency. And so you have to work through each of these issues and say, what's the cost of doing nothing? What's the cost of not taking a risk? What's the risk-free rate? Well, the risk-free rate is the monetary inflation rate. So the price that you pay to not do something is the rate at which the money is collapsing. If you were a Russian, they just lost 35% of their wealth by not doing anything in the matter of weeks. So in this particular case, you just have to look at the array of options. If you're an investor in South America or Asia or Africa, I would say the risk-free rate is much higher for you, right? Like you're in Lebanon, what are you going to do in Lebanon? How about Afghanistan? How about Iraq, right? Maybe I'll trust my money to Tether. You know, Tether's run by Bitfinex. It's just a company. So why is it that people in many countries are more willing to trust a company out of Hong Kong that's running a stable coin on the crypto network than they're willing to trust their local bank? Well, because in fact, Tether is probably a better bet than betting your money on most currencies in the world. Other than the top 12 currencies, the rest are collapsing.
Why do Tether if you can just do the US dollar or USDC?
Well, you can't. That's the point.
Mm-hmm.
Why do Tether if you could just do the US dollar? Okay, how many people in Africa can walk into a Bank of America in New York City, open an account, and then get the US dollar? None of them. That's the whole point, right? And okay, I did it. I'll give you an example. I put $1 million into Bank of America in Argentina when the dollar was worth 1 peso because I didn't trust the peso. I did it. What do you think happened? The government basically shut down for 1 day. They sent an edict to the bank saying all dollars must be converted back into pesos. Then they went off the dollar peg and they devalued the peso 10-1, and I lost 90% of my money. Okay, so why do Tether instead of trust Bank of America in Argentina? You tell me, right? The reason that Bitcoin is magical is because there's only 21 million. I can create more real estate in New York City. I can create more cars. I can create more luxury watches. I can create more gold. I can create more shares of stock. I can create more bonds. I can create any commodity. They're commodities by definition. Given enough money and time, I can create infinite of any of them. Bitcoin is a scarcity. Okay, name another scarcity in the world, right? And technically, it's not clear there is another scarcity, right? A scarcity is something of which it is absolutely capped. If the price goes up by a factor of 1,000 or 1,000,000, it is absolutely capped. That is not the case with gold, soybeans, silver, stock, bonds, real estate, single-family homes, ships, planes, trains, nothing else. Everything else could be manufactured. And of course, if the price goes up, the incentive to manufacture more will go up, which is why, you know, buying a house isn't necessarily going to be a great store of value in an inflating economy, because you're going to have incentives for someone else to dilute the value of your house.
Ethereum's eventually going to get better than Bitcoin, or, you know, Ethereum's going to be right there next to Bitcoin. What are your thoughts on Ethereum?
So first of all, if you look at the crypto ecosystem, there's crypto property, there's cryptocurrencies, there's crypto platforms, and there's crypto securities, and there's even crypto art. Right? These are just asset classes. Maybe there'll be crypto commodities. NFT is crypto art. It's like art cryptographically protected. Stablecoin is cryptocurrency. $1 or a euro moving on crypto rails. Currency because I can move it as a medium of exchange without paying a tax bill on it. Ethereum's crypto platform, right? People are building other things on that platform, and that's the principal appeal, smart contracts and the fact that you can build something. Bitcoin is crypto property. It is a long-term store of value, and it is the dominant crypto property. And the way it establishes itself as crypto property is through Nakamoto consensus and proof of work. You have a decentralized mining network that is encrypting energy with the SHA-256 hash function in order to create this wall of encrypted energy and make it resistant to denial of service attacks, other sorts of attacks. It needs to be robust and have integrity over time and space. And that's the technique that we've developed. Bitcoin's the only proven digital property that we have created in the world. We have created a property and not a security. The definition of property is a common commodity that is beyond the control of any one individual or corporation. If something is deemed property in a legal sense, it means it wouldn't be regulated as a security by the SEC. Gold is property, soybeans are property, wood, lumber, land is property, Bitcoin is property. Ethereum, everything else in the crypto ecosystem, likely they're all securities, right? Why are they securities? They're controlled by groups of developers. They're issued pursuant to ICOs, initial coin offerings. That makes them security. If there's a pre-mine and there was a group of individuals that initially control the thing, it makes it security. If if anyone can exercise undue influence, it becomes a security. And technically, if you look at the definition, it's when you're making investment of money, relying upon the efforts of others and expectation of profit, it becomes an investment contract, a security. Okay. The fundamental difference between Bitcoin and Ethereum is Ethereum's monetary policy changes every 6 months. Every few months it changes. There's a difficulty bomb in Ethereum that's been getting pushed back since 2016. They keep pushing it back. When it goes off, it will wipe out, obliterate a $50 billion Ethereum mining industry. Just wipe it out, completely change the protocol, flip everything to proof of stake. They keep putting it off. Okay. That sounds like a group of people exercising influence over the protocol. The thing you need to know about Bitcoin is on Pizza Day, May 22nd, 2010, Bitcoin was trading for a couple of pennies for the first time in 15 months or something like that. The protocol hadn't changed and has not changed. When it was a penny, the protocols were all the same. Today, they're the same exact protocol.